Ranunculus. It sounds like redonkulus. Yeah, they're really killer. I'll get them in some water and they might start to open up. I'd say I went on a lot of nature walks and picked a lot of dandelions growing up and would arrange them in a jelly jar. Planted a lot of flowers with my mom, and it was always just impatiens and begonias, you know. It wasn't like the king's garden or anything. You know, I've worked for a lot of florists, a lot of great people in the county is where the sort of higher end stuff usually is. And I was just sick of driving out there. There weren't a lot of options in the city, tells me that, you know, maybe there's room for another flower shop, and that turned out to be true, and I think there's room for more in case anyone else would like to open a flower shop in St. Louis. I would suggest the Grove, perhaps, Tower Grove South, Lafayette Square, whatever. Open that shit up. Cherokee Street couldn't have been any better, and it's something I never thought about before I opened. People stop by all the time, and the neighbors have been amazing. I mean, like the second I opened up, all the neighbors came by, and they were like, we're so glad you're here. It's just what the street needed. This is my name. This is where I live or where I work. I'm super friendly, and let's love each other. But it's a community like any other, where, you know, people that do a lot of talking as well, and there's like drama, which I love because I'm totally not a part of it. You know, the gentrification drama. Oh, Cherokee's popular now. Next stop, Starbucks. You know, there's gonna, et cetera. And I'm like, I don't think we're in danger of that because South Grand doesn't even have a Starbucks yet. A lot of times I compare my prices to grocery store prices, and sometimes I'm competitive. Flowers from, you know, big wholesale stores or whatever, and even florists, and I get jealous of this sometimes. The reason that it can be cheaper is because you buy in bulk. You can go on a flower auction and just buy massive amounts of flowers, but you don't know where they're coming from, and so I have to choose mine a lot more carefully. And you know, sometimes I think I shot myself in the foot with that when I can't get the flowers that I want. I can't find them sustainable, and I really want some football mums because they're so pretty, but they all come from Colombia, so I can't have them. Just in general, anything that's made in America is going to have stricter, what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I mean? Regulations, I guess. You know, I don't think at any California farm you can just spray a bunch of pesticides and have it run down the hill into the water source. You know, they keep better tabs on that than they do in Colombia, which is a huge problem. The place that I get my roses from in South America, Hosa is the name of the company, and on their website they talk a lot about their employee benefits, you know, free babysitting, like free child care, scholarships, that sort of thing. For like a big California farm, it would be factory-esque in that there'd be a conveyor belt where all the flowers come down and people, you know, assembly line, wrap them up and package them. Because just from the green angle, this is something that's kind of a drag, as you can see how everything comes wrapped in plastic. And I don't know what to do about that because that plastic isn't recyclable. Summertime, when I get them locally, then that's all really small business, you know, like one person's farm and two people out there gathering and taking it to the farmer's market, etc. So that's the really fun stuff when you get to meet the person that has loved that flower from when it was a tiny seedling, you know, and picked it out of a catalog because it was a cool variety or whatever. Oh my gosh, I wanted to strangle this guy. I got my first shipment of Valentine's flowers in. And so just stuff everywhere. And he came in and he wanted some yellow. And it was the pre-Valentine, so I really didn't have any yellow. He's just staring at the flowers forever with this blank expression. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just don't have any yellow. I have all of this. Does any of all of this look good? And he goes, I mean, you just don't have very much at all to choose from. And when he left, I did the math. I had 880 stems of flowers. That's almost 1,000 stems of flowers. And I was like, I don't have that much. What? Maybe Flowers to the People isn't like a grocery store, a big grocery store where you can go in and get anything you want. You know, like they have 20 different kinds of spaghetti sauce, so you can get just the kind you want. It's more like a little shop where there's maybe only 2 different kinds of spaghetti sauce, and you just take what you can get, and it's no big deal. I mean, look at the size of this place. I can't have every single thing available in the world. I wish I could. Just trying to have some common sense. I have no business experience, no degree or anything. I have a degree in floral arts. They give you a little diploma when you go. The buzz, you know, or notoriety I have is because I'm on Cherokee Street. and businesses here get attention. So, hey, awesome. It's a complete happy accident, man. Shit keeps happening, and it's incredible.